Hello everyone. Today's video we are going to look for Indira Gandhi Institute of Development Research. They announced for PhD admission in the year 2026. So notification released already. That related detail only we are going to look in this video. So let's see. So this respective institution established in the year 1987, okay, founded in Mumbai by the Reserve Bank of India to cultivate advanced economic and policy research. So that related, so whatever research they are doing, it's very much helpful for Reserve Bank of India. So limited department only available over here, and this respective institute under deemed university, okay, and it's recognized by UGC under the section of 3, okay. And this core focus, if you're looking in a sense, dedicated to the advanced rigorous studies of pressing nation and global development and policy issues. Okay, that's the reason from here it's been provided. Reserve Bank of India, founded by Reserve Bank of India. Okay, so that's very useful, and a good scope will be there. So what are the department in a sense? You can look over here: PhD in economics, PhD in energy, environment and climate changes, PhD in development studies. And if you're looking over here, each and every department, they have provided for the seats: economics 9 and 4 for energy and 2 for development studies. Okay. The total capacity which you are looking, 15 seats are allocated for the academic year 2026 and 2027. For this respective institute, strictly follow the reservation policy as per Government of India, okay, rules. And for the next one, if you're looking, the test score, domestic applicant in a sense, for Indian citizen in a sense, you need to hold for valid national level examination scores. That is for UGC JRF as CSI or JRF. So what's the difference between these two? Most of the people knows that is science stream related CSIR, and UGC for arts and other thing and everything included UGC JRF. And for the gate, okay, for the international applicant in a sense, you need to keep for valid GRE score and international level scholarship to pursue a PhD, that's required. And for the timing, if you're critical timing, if you're looking in a sense, score must be strictly valid on the last date of application. That's very, very important. Your score should be valid. Okay, if it is expired and if you're attaching in a sense, that's not at the time. And provisional admission, if you're looking, final year students may apply but must submit the final official mark sheet by August 31st, 2026. Final year students, if you're not getting for the mark sheet, you cannot apply. So that's very important. And for these things, the mathematics is very important thing. So you need to keep in mind before you're going to apply. Okay. To be eligible, applicant must meet at least one of the following criteria. First one, studied mathematics at the higher secondary, either 10th and 10th and plus 2 you need to complete for mathematics. Okay, in your subject you should study. And for the next one, what they are telling, studied mathematics from NIOS, recognized as equivalent to 10 plus 2 level. Okay, suppose if you studied something else, but that should be equivalent to 10th and plus 2. And the third thing, studied mathematics of any type as part of an allowed qualifying bachelor degree, eligible even without 10th and plus 2. Okay. Suppose 10th and plus 2, suppose you not even studied, but in the bachelor degree, if you studied in a sense, that is also eligible. That's the thing they are telling. And for the next thing, qualifying marks, if you are looking in a sense, for degree, master degree, general category required 55%, SC, ST, general, EVS, OBC, non-creamy layer, PWD required for 50%. And 4 years bachelor's, BA, BSc, BStat, BE, BTech, in a sense, 60% it's required for general category and 55% required for this SC, ST, EWS and OBC category. Okay. Allowed master degree by program. For this 3 PhD, whatever degree if you're holding, in a sense, you can apply. All programs related to economics, statistics, operation, research, physics and mathematics, you can, as well as development studies if you're looking at development studies and management student also you can apply on it. And energy and environment PhD, if you can apply for environmental studies, management and development studies. Okay, so these are all the department if you studied, in a sense, you can eligible to apply for this PhD. And for the admission criteria, if you're looking, application preference, candidate must indicate their preference among 3 PhD programs on the application form. Okay. So they have given clearly out of 3, anyone you can apply on it. And shortlisting, only shortlisted candidate will advance list will be uploaded to the official IGIDR website. So after applying, they will go through all those things. Only shortlisted candidate will be announced. And offline interview, shortlisted applicant must attend a mandatory offline interview at the IGIDR premises in Mumbai. So from here, they are recruiting only for national level examination score only. So especially they are not conducting any examination. After shortlisting, they will conduct for the interview through offline only. Okay, straight away you need to go for respective institute premises, you need to attend on it. And for RAC mentorship, admitted student complete coursework meeting minimum CGPA that's required from your degree level, and are assigned to research advisory committee. RAC in a sense, a research advisory committee for dedicated progress mentoring and core elective course mentoring. Okay, that's they are telling. And for if you're going to apply in a sense, for general category 500 rupee, in other category you need to pay for 100 rupee application charges. Everything strictly through online only, nothing will be on offline mode. And for the date, very important things, it will be on date. If you're looking in a sense, April 13 online application already started. Okay, May 31st will be the final deadline for the accepting, and August 31st you can submit your official mark sheet and for the provisional admissions. So that's the thing they are telling right now. And for submit your application, you need to check this respective website, and after that you can apply on it. Right now we can look for the website where you need to check for full notification, where are you going to apply on it. Okay, so let's see that one. So this is what the website. Okay, once you're coming this website, IGIDRAC.in, you can come down, the notification will be available over here, and from here also just you can click. Okay, from here, so if you're clicking over here, it's available. So the notification, once you're clicking, this respective window will open. After the window opened, okay, from here it's available MSc admissions and PhD admissions, like that. So after that, once you're clicking PhD admission, and from here see all the information is available related to, this is related to MSc, you can click for PhD related information. Okay, come down, and for the notice, if you want to look in a sense, view admission notice, once you're clicking, this respective admission notification will be available. This detail only we already looked. Okay, so if you want to apply, after go through all those things, if you want to apply in a sense, you can click as an apply. This respective window will open. Here you need to click for new registration. Okay, after that you can start to register. The deadline will be 31st May, keep in mind. Suppose if you register a couple of things, and after that you want to edit something in a sense, you can go over here before the deadline, you can edit on it with the existing user detail. Okay, so whatever thing is required, everything is available over here. I think this respective video will be helpful to you. If it is helpful in a sense, you can like as well as subscribe and share to your friends, those who are looking for such kind of PhD admission related detail. Thank you everyone, thank you for watching this. Bye.